Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode in my journey learning Spencerian Penmanship. Check the earlier videos to get a little more information about what this is, why I got into it, and how it's set up, or basics of the different elements in the Spencerian script, how you should hold the pen, the positioning of the wrist and hand on the paper and everything. And as we go, we're learning together different letters to build that kind of smoothness in the handwriting and actually improve the actual handwriting. I will be planning to make a before and after video from my actual handwriting once I finish each of the 5 workbooks. In the description below you will find a link where you can download them like I did, or you can buy them off Amazon if you want. And if you want to download, there's no problem, because these things have been out since the 1800s, so there's no problem with copyright or anything of that. I already checked. So without further ado, what we will be covering today is the letters R and S. So you've seen we've done N, I, M, X, V, O, E, a lot of stuff. This was the C. You can check that in the previous video. Today we will be working on the R and the S. So what's the deal with R and S? Let's just take a look at the outside here. You go up with the R, okay, and you don't do this loop. You just go a little quick angle and then you go back. Okay, so you go up, little quick angle, and you go back again. You shouldn't, as you can see here, you shouldn't do the loop at the top. You shouldn't have it too narrow. I'm not sure if I'm always doing it correctly, but we'll see about that, as you will see right now with me. So what you're trying to do is, what you're trying to achieve is, you go this, it's very narrow, you go down and to the right, and then that's it. And try to maintain that kind of 52-degree angle. It does actually help with the smoothness of your writing. The good thing about a lot of this repetition, and a lot of the elements of the 7 elements keep getting repeated in the different letters, and you actually start building that kind of muscle memory as you go. So without further ado, let's take a look at some examples of the R. This is wrong, it shouldn't be like that. Surprisingly, at least in my opinion, I would like to hear your comments about it. I feel that sometimes I get a really good R, and sometimes I just mess the crap out of it. So as you can see, it's kind of wide as opposed to the very narrow ones with the proper twists in there. So that was the R for you. Following the R is the S. One thing sometimes I find weird in this Spencerian script is that the letters, maybe it's because how we learned it in school, it just feels unnatural. So we're used to S that's like this, you know, it's like got this loop at the top and loop right down here, and that's how an S should look like. But in Spencerian script, actually what's happening is, as you can see here, it's very simple. It's just like da, and then you go like this. That's the Spencerian S, and actually it looks much more cleaner and neater than this one right here, which just looks like nothing at all. So some examples of the S is, you go like this and you go back up, and it's actually kind of okay to lift your pen at this point. So you don't have to do it all in one stroke, but you can lift your pen at this point and then go back. So here it is, the Spencerian S, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to hear your comments about this. If you feel I'm doing it correctly, or if you have any other advice for me, or for yourselves and other viewers. But I think S is one of the letters that come a little more naturally to me, as opposed to if you've watched other videos like the V or the X that are a little more difficult. So today was the R and the S. That would be all for today. Stay tuned for future videos about more letters, and thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy your own journey learning Spencerian script or any form of beautiful scripted, beautiful cursive scripts for handwriting. It's really a nice talent and a nice hobby and a nice skill to develop, and it just looks beautiful and it makes writing longhand that much more enjoyable. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again very soon.